Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a DIY Dollar Tree gumball machine, quote unquote, ornament for less than $1 a piece because we're going to use the 2-pack of ornaments. These are 50 cents each. We're also going to use a cup. These are 2-ounce mini red Solo cups, usually by the toilet paper section. And then you can fill it with whatever you want to at whatever bargain. So the Dollar Tree sells pom-poms in multicolors. They sell wooden beads in multicolors. But what I actually wanted to do, which my inspiration from Pinterest was nonpareils. They just look like mini tiny little gumballs. And I actually had these, but the Dollar Tree does sell sprinkles that you can get anytime, of the year usually. Then we're going to use a red marker. This is the big red marker from the Dollar Tree, or you can use red ribbon to add the little topper to the top of the ornament. And then we're going to use our glue gun. We're not only going to use our glue gun to attach the cup but you'll see we're going to use it for sealing up. Okay? So, like I said, this is a super simple project, and it's super inexpensive. So this would make a really cute favor at a party, any of those things. For some reason, this red marker wants to fall apart on me every time I pull the cap off. Don't ask me why, so I'll just put it back together again. It happens. Sometimes when you get a thing from the Dollar Tree, sometimes it falls apart on you, but what do you want for $1? That's what we say to ourselves all the time, right? So what I've done is I've taken the top off the ornament, and I'm just making one, even though this is a set of two. And I'm coloring it in with the red marker. This is a permanent marker. It will get on your fingers if you touch it before it dries. But once it's dry, it's permanent. And I'm just covering all of the top in silver. I was thinking of other ways to make different toppers, but I just think that this is the easiest one. And since we're trying to do this again for kids, give the kids a permanent marker and let them have at it, as long as you're with them, supervised, of course. Now, the reason I was mentioning the glue gun as a sealant is because I'm actually putting candy in here. Technically, a nonpareil is a little tiny bowl of sugar or flour or food. It's food, basically, put it that way. So we want to create a seal, like an airtight seal, to make sure that bugs stay out and such and such. But if you end up using the beads or the pom-poms, you don't need to, you can just totally skip that step. Perspective-wise, I kind of wish that I would have had the pom-poms. As you see, it was just a picture from the website. Because I think the pom-poms would look really cute in here. The beads I do have, but they are a little weighty, so I wanted to not add extra weight to this. Now, I saw this on Pinterest. I always tell you guys where I get my inspirations from, but they used a clay flower pot, kind of like the gumball machine we made last year. But I figured that's way too heavy to be dragging down this. I just figured a clay pot's way too heavy to be hanging on your tree like that. So I said, wow, the Dollar Tree's got these red Solo cups. You can get 20 for $1. That's the perfect size, the perfect weight. So the only thing that I wanted to do to it to make it look less like a red Solo cup is I wanted to color in the white rim, excuse me. And I've just done the same thing with my permanent marker. Now they do sell red Sharpies. This is like what I always call it the Dollar Tree's fake giant Sharpie. But they actually sell Sharpie brand markers at the Dollar Tree, which, you'll get good coverage. They're very permanent. But these ones work really well as well, so I just used them. And I've gone around, made sure I've gotten like the top and the bottom. I also didn't tell you that we're going to use a black Sharpie and then the silver ornament pen from the Dollar Tree, but those are just optional. The inspiration piece didn't have a fake opening. It just had the ornament on top of the flower pot. But I'll show you then if you want to. We're going to create the little opening. Not create it, but mimic it. So while I'm coloring that in, the other option I mentioned with the ribbon was if you don't want to have to color just the top, if you wanted to have a sort of more substantial topper, you can wrap that silver piece in a piece of red ribbon. It'll make it a little bit taller, depending on the ribbon that you get. And you can also make it a little bit wider. Maybe wrap it around a few times would be cute too, just to make it a little thicker. All right. And now I'm just writing. I'm basically making like a mouse hole. I know that sounds, what's a mouse hole? But like an arch with a line on the bottom. Um, and that's coloring it in because that's sort of like what the little dispenser looks like. And then I've written 5 cents on the top. Again, that's optional. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. And now we're just going to fill the ornament. So like I said, if you're not going to use the nonpareils and you're going to use like beads or pom-poms, this really would be a great project for you to do with your kids, because kids could sit there, especially little ones. It's a great tactile and oh geez, I just forgot the word. There's a, oh man, now I sound like an idiot. I'm sorry. Fine motor skills practice of getting the little pom-poms in the hole of the ornament. But we're just going to pour in these little nonpareils, and I thought they looked really cute. But again, they're food, so I don't want to make sure that I make this like bug-proof or like mouse-proof or whatever. You don't want anybody eating your nonpareils. So what we're going to do is we're going to just add some glue around the top, and be mindful, because actually I wasn't mindful the first time. I edited that part out. But I actually put too much glue and it started to drip into the nonpareils, and I had to clean it all up for you guys. But you just want to put glue around that and move rather quickly but carefully to put the top back on. Just feeding the wires in is probably the most difficult part while the glue is hot. Now this whole project is shot in real time, so you see it's about like 12 minutes. And with my mistake, it was only 15 minutes. It only took like 3 minutes to make the mistake and repair it. But that's why it's great for kids, because it's such a quick, easy, like I said, little hands work really well. Now, if you don't want your kids around hot glue or using hot glue, obviously you can use other glues to glue plastic to plastic, anything that will glue plastic to plastic. And because the cup is not very weighty, even a lean tacky glue might work. But anything for that, be mindful. Now I'm just taking a dot of hot glue and I'm sealing the holes where the wire is coming out. Okay, so we've sealed around the edge, and now I'm sealing the two little holes where the wire comes out, just to make it completely airtight in there. Now, I've told you guys back in 1992, I filled ornaments like this. They weren't plastic at the time, they were glass, with Cheerios from my nephews for their first Christmas. And they actually both kept really well for years until my sister tree got knocked over. But that's also another cute ornament. And they were both about 10 months at their first Christmas. So it was just so sweet. So now I'm just picking the best side to be the front side. If you're not going to write 5 cents, then it doesn't make a difference. Just glue it on. But I'm just adding some hot glue to the top of the cup, finding the best side that I like to the ornament to face front, and then gluing it on, and that's it. So the last little bit that I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the cord with a piece of baker's twine. I have red and white baker's twine that I got at the Dollar Tree. I also have some that was gifted to me, so thank you. But they have it at Target, Dollar Spot, and all the craft stores. And it's just totally optional. You could be done. It still hangs now. But I'm going to pick red and white baker's twine just to add that little bit of nostalgia to me. It feels like an old bake shop with the candy machine. I don't know. I do really apologize for my difficulty getting a sentence out today. I apologize. Especially doing a voiceover. It doesn't sound very professional, does it? So nothing to it. You're just going to tie the baker's twine on, as I will. And now I did mention before about the silver ornament pen. I did see them at one of the Dollar Trees this year. They have the white, gold, and silver ornament pens. Usually they're hanging on a plastic card by where the ornaments are. But they just might have had some left over from last year. I'm not really sure. But I have the silver one, and like, again, this could be done now. Just add little options to it. But I'm going to take that silver pen and I'm going to just draw around the black hole that is the opening. I'm going to draw like the little leverage and like almost like the silver metal trim that's on actually a gumball machine. And that's totally optional again. What would be cute is if I would have written 5 cents below the little dispenser and made the little like thing that you twist, would have been cute too. And that's it. Super easy, child-friendly ornament, child-friendly project. I love doing these things for you guys. And total 20 cents per cup, 50 cents for an ornament, and whatever you fill it with. So I hope you really enjoyed this. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Please share it with friends and family. Anybody you know who might be interested in doing a project like this with their kids. Again, if you have any disabilities or mobility issues and you just want to sit there and do a nice, easy project, this one's great for you guys as well. And if you haven't yet, click subscribe. And when you do, a little bell will pop up. When you ring that bell, YouTube will let you know whenever I upload a new video. And as always, take care. God bless. See you next time. Bye.